Before we get into today's topic, let me just get this out of the way. I told you so. What did I say about the State of the Nation Address 2025? More lies, more empty promises, more nonsense. And guess what? That's exactly what happened. Before you decided to watch that and waste your time, I already told you how it was going to go. So don't be blaming me. It's the same promises from last year. The same claps from the NPCs in Parliament and the same disappointment from the people watching at home. And guess what? Nothing is going to change. So no, I won't be wasting my breath analyzing a script I could have written myself months ago. Why would I? Why review a speech when I've already predicted every single word that speech was going to say? Some of you were hyped for Sona like it was this new Netflix special. No, bro, you have to watch it, Summer. Cyril might say something important. Okay, I saw the highlights and watched it last night, and he's been saying the same important thing since 2018. Where are the results? Where are the jobs? Where's the economy? Where's ESCOM? All right, load shedding is probably going to hit stage 8 during this year after the speech anyway. And then people are out here asking me, Summer, why don't you do a review of Sona? Review what? You don't review something when you already knew the ending. I don't review Marvel movies because I already know there's going to be a big CGI fight at the end. Same with Sona. Big words, big promises, and nothing happens. And if you're asking, no, I won't make a part 3 on Donald Trump versus the ANC. Why? Because I'm not a content milker like these other YouTubers. I already said what I needed to say. You want to know why Trump is the final boss of the ANC? Go and watch the other 2 videos I made about them, the recent ones. Done. I know some YouTubers like to milk the hell out of topics as viral as this one, stretching the same topic into like 10 different videos just for views. But I'm not one of them, honestly. And if you've watched me for a while, you'd know that. And not only would you know that, you'd also know that I don't milk content for views. That's not me. I just come up with the facts and truth bombs. And thanks be to God, people actually love what I have to say. So if you haven't seen the first 2 videos I made on Donald Trump versus the ANC, once again, go watch them. They're awesome. That's enough education for you and better than the 10 other videos the other YouTubers you like watching made. Now let's get to today's topic. You ever wonder why so many young people in South Africa now are so lost, broke, depressed, or just straight up delusional? It's because of one thing: materialism. The fake flex culture, the obsession with brands, the social media pressure to look rich. It has completely destroyed the mindset of young people like myself. And guess what? It's all not even real. Back in the day, people wanted to be doctors, engineers, business owners. Now everyone wants to be a rich influencer, flexing cars they don't own, renting Airbnbs just to take pictures, scamming people online to fund their fake lifestyles. And the worst part is, most people actually believe it. They scroll through Instagram thinking, damn, why am I not living like this man? Why am I not living like Kenny Kunene? Meanwhile, the person they are jealous of is actually dead broke in real life. The internet has turned young people into these jealous, insecure, materialistic slaves. Instead of building real skills and working towards a future, they are now busy trying to keep up with influencers who don't even live the life they pretend to live. South Africans have this toxic obsession with expensive brands. Ask the average broke guy down the street what he wants, and he'll probably tell you, I want a Gucci belt for Valentine's Day. I want my girlfriend to get me a Louis Vuitton bag. I want a Rolex watch. South African youth are obsessed with looking rich instead of actually being rich. That's what I've realized so far. It's the fake Gucci belts now. The second-hand BMWs with the broken check engine light. It's shaking the car keys on a TikTok video, but you're still living at your mom's house. That is the generation of flexing. This is what it's become. If you don't have a Rolex, you're a failure now. If you're not driving some new Mercedes Benz, your life is worthless. If your outfit doesn't cost your entire salary, are you even human? That's the youth's mindset today. South Africans are out here competing with millionaires while being broke. That's the crazy part. People are taking 10,000 Rand loans to buy iPhones so that they can post soft life, and God did. Bro, God didn't do that. Capitec Bank did. Like, bro, what about actual long-term planning with the little money you have? What happened to that? What happened to investing? What happened to actually saving money? What happened to the advice our parents were giving us? And speaking of parents, if you're actually a parent or a senior citizen watching this, you probably agree with me when I say this. And it's that when you say things like what I just said to them, give them advice like that, they think you're some toxic old timer who got left behind with the times for some reason. And in case you were always wondering, let me tell you, yes, your kids would rather go broke just to look rich for a few Instagram pictures. Meanwhile, the actual rich people who run this nation don't even dress like that. You think the CEOs of big companies are walking around in Gucci tracksuits? No! They're wearing simple, normal clothes like normal people and focusing on making money. But the youth, nah, they're stuck in a cycle of buying overpriced garbage just to impress people who couldn't care if they had a heart attack and died. It's all because of the hustle culture frauds. People who pretend to be millionaires online so that they can sell you fake courses, mentorships, and fake business opportunities. Buy my trading signals for 5,000 Rand and you'll be rich in 6 months. Join my Forex class and make 50,000 Rand in a day. This is how I made 1 million Rand in 1 month with dropshipping. Lies, lies, more lies. These scammers are not making money from what they teach. They are making money from you buying their course. That's the real business. Didn't you know that? They don't trade. They don't invest. They don't build anything because you're already paying them. They sell you a dream, and when you lose your money, they dip. They disappear. Deuces. But people are blinded by materialism now, and they are falling for it. Why? Because they see a guy renting a Lamborghini on YouTube, and then suddenly they think he's some genius. Have you noticed that only broke people get angry when you tell them money isn't everything? Just try it. Walk up to an actual successful person and say money can't buy happiness, for example. And they'd probably tell you this. Yeah, but it makes life easier, which is very true. Now, say that to a guy who just spent his entire December salary on a fake Balenciaga hoodie. Boom, he's all of a sudden ready to fight you. No, bro, money is happiness. Money is happiness, bruh. I saw this white guy on YouTube on Joseph Daddy's channel be like, money is happiness, bruh, when he cheated on his girlfriend. Can you see the mindset we have now? We must hustle for the bag. And another issue, young South Africans have no patience. They want to be rich overnight. They want to skip the process. They want to live like celebrities without putting in any of the work. They want to be a Summer Sambit overnight. So what happens? They take shortcuts. I'm talking crime, scams, risky investments that wipe out their entire savings. Because in their mind, if they are not flexing designer clothes by 25 years old, they are failures. Meanwhile, the real successful people, like myself, built their wealth through years of discipline, learning, and sacrifice. But young people don't want to hear that. They want fast money because social media made them think success is instant. To put you on game real quick, I want to show you how the normal cycle is for the average young South African. 1, the guy will get a job. 2, instead of investing, he buys a BMW. 3, he then realizes, oh snap, I can't afford petrol. 4, then he buys a fake Forex course. 5, he gets scammed. 6, he goes back to square one, and the cycle repeats every single time. Let's be honest. The music industry plays a big part in this as well. These days, every song now is about drip, it's about ice, it's about money, it's about shooting people to death and then rapping about it. It's about bragging about sleeping with this hot chick and then having the baby aborted. It's about having these giant mansions and cars overnight. Meanwhile, 90% of these rappers you look up to are as broke as hell. Their record labels own their cars, chains, and houses. But young people in South Africa think it's real, so they copy them. And then the celebrities, oh, they don't care about you because they're gonna sell you a fake dream, make millions off your support, and then disappear while you're struggling. Look at how many cooking shows Somizi's had in the past 10 years. This obsession with money isn't just dumb. It's dangerous. Look around you. How many young guys are getting killed over an iPhone? A lady will wear a Nike Tech fleece to the wrong area and then she gets robbed. Maybe even raped if she's lucky. A guy will wear a big gold chain and now he's a target. A guy posts his location on Instagram and he gets followed home. South Africans just love to flex. They love to flex. And the sad thing is, they don't just flex to impress. They flex to die. And worse, they flex with stolen money. I'm talking Tinder scams, the Pala Pala Farm Gate 2.0. 5,000 Rand flipped into 50,000 rand. How? Don't ask them. They might have stolen it. And then when they get caught, they blame the system. They blame their government. Dude, whose fault is it that you wanted quick money? If everyone is flexing, then why is no one actually rich? You must ask yourselves these questions as a young person. Because here's the reality. 95% of people in SA live paycheck to paycheck. But you wouldn't think that if you looked at Instagram for your information. According to social media, we're all billionaires now because everyone's just posting next to a Lambo. I just bought my third Rolex, private jet life soft, young CEO moves, hashtag yes girl. Meanwhile, someone's grandmother's still sending them 500 rand from their grant to survive. Speaking of that, there's another huge reason why SA's youth is failing. And it's something no one wants to admit and surprisingly no one talks about. It's because South African youth have become too soft. This generation is obsessed with the idea of a soft life. You hear it everywhere. I just want to live a soft life. I'm not built for struggle. I want to marry a rich husband and retire from work. Hard work is for suckers. I deserve luxury. It sounds nice, doesn't it? Well, you're wrong. Because this soft life obsession is just another trap. It's a lie that's making young people lazy, weak, and delusional. Let's break it down to put you on game real quick. Soft life is an illusion. Someone has to work. People talk about a soft life like it's something you can just wake up and have. They want luxury, they want ease, they want relaxation, they want wealth, but without effort. Newsflash, every rich person who actually lives a soft life got there through hard work, sacrifice, and struggle. That 5-star hotel built by people who grinded for years in business. That private jet you love so much on Instagram, that was designed by engineers who studied for decades. That designer bag you want to buy so much, Miguel, that was created by workers who spent hours perfecting it. A soft life exists, but only for the people who understand struggle and put in the work first. But young people today, for some strange reason, just want to skip all that struggle. They think they can just manifest wealth, chill, and everything will fall into place. It doesn't work that way, CC. The soft life culture breeds entitlement. Young people now believe they deserve luxury, even if they haven't done a single thing to earn it. And then when reality hits, boom, they blame the system. They blame the government. They blame their parents. Whatever they can point their little finger at, they'll blame that. They'll blame capitalism as if that's the reason why they're poor. Instead of adapting, improving, and working hard, they're going to sit around complaining about how life is unfair. Life is unfair. The world doesn't owe you comfort. It doesn't owe you wealth. It doesn't owe you happiness. Newsflash, you have to take it. Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter have convinced millions of young people that life is supposed to be easy. Every single day, they see things like celebrities on vacations drinking champagne. Your daughter's probably on TikTok right now watching an influencer making easy money doing nothing. Rich kids who never had to work a day in their life. And then your child is gonna ask, man, why isn't that me? But what they don't see is this. They don't see the CEO who worked 18-hour days for 10 years straight before success. They don't see the entrepreneur who failed 5 businesses before making it. They don't see the grind, the struggle, and the effort behind every soft life they admire. But social media makes sure to hide the hard parts and only show the luxury, and that's the problem. So many young people develop a mindset of entitlement because of this, without understanding that success requires effort. Summer Sambit didn't become Summer Sambit because he slept and woke up the next morning and said he's going to become Summer Sambit. The people who chase a soft life the hardest are usually the ones who end up the most miserable, and that's the funniest part. You want to know why? Because chasing comfort makes you weak. When you avoid struggle, you don't grow. And here's why. When you avoid effort, you don't improve. When you avoid hardship, you stay stagnant. Nothing changes about you. You think it did, but nothing really did. And then life smacks you in the face the way Will Smith smacked Chris Rock. Because that's when you realize things aren't handed to you. You see others moving forward while you're stuck. You start feeling like a failure, but you don't know why. That's how depression, anxiety, and hopelessness takes over. Because deep down, your brain knows you're wasting time, but you refuse to do anything about it. One of the most dangerous soft life lies, it's the idea that was given to young girls that you don't need to work because you'll make someone rich. I want to know who gave them that idea, because this is especially common in SA, South Africa, where many young people, young women to be specific, are brainwashed into thinking, I can just marry a rich man and be taken care of. I don't need to hustle. I don't need to get a job. I'll be a trophy wife. I deserve luxury without working for it. And it sounds good. It really does. Until reality kicks in, because guess what? Rich men don't want broke, lazy women with no skills or value. They want someone who adds to their empire. They don't want someone who sits around spending money and taking selfies on Instagram. And yet, so many women waste their best years chasing fantasy instead of building a career, creating their own success, developing skills that actually make them valuable. And then when they hit 30, broke, with no skills or options, they panic and blame the ANC. The biggest truth no one wants to hear is that the struggle you run from today is what makes you strong tomorrow. Look at the greatest people in history. Elon Musk slept on his office floor while building Tesla. Cristiano Ronaldo, the soccer player, he trained harder than everyone else every single day. I'm not even joking. Watch some of his childhood old clips on YouTube. He was evidently skinnier than all the other boys in his age group and academy because he was deliberately getting less sleep, practicing penalties, eating less, basically putting himself through hell than all the other young soccer players he was competing with. The Nelson Mandela we young people love so much spent 28 years in prison and still came out a leader. These people didn't chase a soft life. They embraced struggle and worked harder than everybody else. They sacrificed comfort, and because of that, they achieved greatness. Meanwhile, today's youth, they complain if they have to work more than 4 hours a day. They quit at the first sign of difficulty. They expect life to all of a sudden just hand them everything. And that right there is why so many young people stay broke, lost, and stay weak, because they're running from the struggle instead of embracing it. This microphone. So if you want to win in life, here's what you need to do. Number one is forget this soft life fantasy. It's a scam. Alright, real life requires effort. 2, stop waiting for handouts because no one is coming to save you. 3, embrace struggle. Every challenge makes you stronger. 4, you must develop skills because learn things that actually help you grow. Duh. Number 5, you must stop being lazy. If you don't put in the work, you don't get results. What you put in is what you put out. Success isn't given, it's earned, and the world belongs to the ones who put in the effort, not the ones who wait for comfort. So if you're still waiting around, waiting for life to get easier, then I'm sorry, but buddy, it's just time to wake up. Because while you're waiting, someone else is working and achieving things you wanted to achieve. And then when they win and you lose, you act surprised. So how do you avoid becoming another lost youth? Simple. If your only goal in life is to look rich, you will never actually be rich or reach your financial goal. The goal should be building skills, making money, and investing wisely. People only show the best parts of their lives online. You know what I'm saying? They hide the failures, the debt, and the struggles. Don't let fake posts make you feel like you're behind. Stop blowing money on things that don't grow your future. Every rich person started small. All these people you look up to, they started small. Patience is key. SA youth will be unemployed but still wearing Gucci from head to toe. That's when you know priorities are missing. Your average Kasi guy's bank account will be like 12 Rand 50, whereas his outfit cost more than 12,000, more than his iPhone Pro Max he also loaned for. If you take Instagram away from some women, they'll lose their entire personalities. Guys will be flexing bottles in the club on a Friday night and then take a taxi home on Saturday morning. Make it make sense. If you have a 20,000 Rand phone, but still send please call me's, priorities, my guy, I'm just saying. Look, if you're a young South African, you have 2 choices. Number 1, be a slave to materialism, waste your life chasing fake wealth, and end up broke and disappointed. Or number 2, wake up and focus on real skills, build a future, and actually become a successful person. At this point, if you're still buying designer clothes to impress people, you deserve whatever financial disaster is coming your way. Take that from Simon Sambit himself. Because let me say it one more time. Looking rich is not the same as being rich. The youth of South Africa are ruining their futures for clout. Don't be that guy. Don't be that woman. Start working on real wealth. Because one day when reality hits, you'll realize, Gucci did not pay my bills. So the choice is yours. And if you're still going to be watching these fake influencers falling for scam after scam and spending money just to impress strangers, even after you've watched this video, you know what? Then I don't know what to tell you. But don't say I didn't warn you.